Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and today I'm still waiting on my color ink. What can I do? So no updates on the wondrous adventures of Pinocchio. Uh, Tiny bit of information on the Lois Lane and an experiment. I tried something new, and it seems to have worked. Uh, of course, I'm going to take it out and redo it because I don't like the color match, but it worked. Uh, So that's what I'm going to show you today. Not going to be a very long video, but I think it's an interesting one. So let's go watch it after this. What I have here is some very fine paper fibers, newsprint. I'm going to show you how I made them. I took my sieve and I took a piece of newsprint and I folded the heck out of it, and I just started going over this grater just like that, and it allows you to make really fine paper fibers. Why are both of my brushes in the other room? I don't understand. Now that's a real big one, so we're not going to put that in there. You can't see it anyway. Okay, I added those on there. So what am I going to do with this? We'll try an experiment. Before I start putting the Lois Lane together, I want to try this on another piece of cover. So let me go see what I can find, and I'll zoom out in the meantime so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Alright, I came up with this sacrificial New Gods, and we'll take the cover off of it. And we will put a piece of Hollytex down. I have to go get some. And I'm going to turn this off because I got to sneeze. I'm sure you're wondering why I said this is a sacrificial New Gods cover. And that's because I'm going to get it wet. But I'm not going to get the whole thing wet, just the area I'm going to work in. And this is not recommended. I don't recommend you do it this way. But it's an experiment and I want to try it, and there's already stains on this cover. So it's not a big deal if I get another stain on it. So what are we going to do? First off, we'll get some water. And a paintbrush or something. I'm sure I have one somewhere. Here we go. And we're going to get that portion of the comic wet. Not moist. We're going to get it soaked. And then I'm going to take a little bit of methyl cellulose. Wish I had my eyedroppers, but I don't know where they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip the brush in there, and I'm going to just squeeze it in there. Squeeze some of it in there. And then we're going to add water. We're going to add a lot of water. And I'm going to mix all this up. Until it becomes a pulp. Then we're just going to scoop some of it out. Paste it in there. I got more than what I wanted, but that's okay. Got to get it into the hole. All right. Like I said, this is an experiment. I do not know if it's going to work. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, well, I tried it. And that's how we learn, as we try things. I need another piece of Hollytex. I don't think I have one over here. Or do I? Yes, I do. I'm going to put that down. And where's that special tool? I've got a special tool that I like to use. They're not easy to come by, and I can't find it. It's a specially made tool. You just can't buy it anywhere. And I'm not seeing it. And I know I had it in my cup here. Ah, there it is. Like I said, it's a special tool. You can't find these just anywhere, you know. So we're going to press it down. I'm going to lift that Hollytex so I can see what it looks like, and it looks like it's filled. So press it down. And now I'm going to go stick this in a press and see how it turns out. So I'll be back tomorrow morning, but for you it'll be, you know, half a second. Okay, let's take a look at this and see how it turned out. I'm not optimistic. I'm not pessimistic. I'm just curious. There it is. It actually doesn't feel too bad from this side. A little bit thick, but I knew that when I first put it on. But it attached itself fairly well. Let's see if I take a little bit of this newsprint, which of course is a little rough. I'm just going to rub it. And I'm sure people are wondering why. Yeah, that smooths it out a little bit. It's not quite as thick now as what it was. Do it on this side too. And now I need to clean this. I need to clean this cover. And I'll probably end up removing that, which is a shame because it turned out pretty nice. But I would like it white. So I'm going to have to use a different type of paper than this newsprint. Because the newsprint is a little bit gray, as you can tell. But yeah, that smooths it out nicely. It acts almost like a real fine sandpaper. I'm actually pretty happy with the results. And I will try that again with a different type of paper, a little bit whiter paper. And, it actually folds pretty nicely. It does not appear to be trying to come apart, which is a plus. I'm happily surprised. It turned out better than I expected. considering the way I did it. I might try this one next. I've still got some left over. So, yeah. Very small amount of paper being used. I didn't have to mix up a big batch. I think I could color match it a lot easier this way. Is it the proper way to do leaf casting? No. Am I going to complain about something that works? Absolutely not. We are going to clean this cover up. We'll probably give it a wash to try to get some of these stains out, which means this is probably going to come off. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Let's go back for a second to this Lois Lane cover. I think this is the one. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a rinse in a calcium hydroxide solution and then methyl cellulose the cover while it's still damp. I don't want to really wash it. I don't want to take the chance on it getting worse than it already is. And I might use the same method that I just showed you to do the fills on it. This looks like it's not right. Looks like it's got a fold on it. We'll figure it out. Let me get my knife and see if I can see if that's what it is. If it's a fold, I can fix it. It absolutely is folded over. We are going to dampen that slightly and try to keep it in place. I need something heavy. I don't have anything heavy here. Yeah, I do. That'll work. We'll see you next video. So there you go. A slightly different way to make furnish for leaf casting. A total different style of leaf casting, actually. Now, originally, I tried my mortar and pestle to try to, grind up the paper. And after about 2 hours, it didn't change. It was exactly the same as when I started. And that's when I got the idea to go ahead and use my fine grater to grate some paper and get those real fine, feathery pieces of newsprint to wet it. It was an afterthought. I hadn't planned originally on putting methyl cellulose on it, but I thought it might help to bind it all together better. I'm really pleased with the outcome. And new ways of doing things are always a good thing. So enjoy yourself. Hope you had a good weekend. As you can see, I got a little bit of sun, a little bit more than what I wanted. About 6 hours out in the sun at a sidewalk sale. I made about $90, so I don't have any complaints in that. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like anybody subscribed to my YouTube channel. And I had that on there, watch me on YouTube, and then gave my address, and apparently nobody bothered. But that's okay. I had a good time. I had fun. I was going to do a lot of other things today, but you know, when you get a little bit sunburned, even if it's a mild sunburn like what I've got right now, and it doesn't hurt, it doesn't itch, but it makes me tired. And sunburn will do that to you. It just sucks the energy right out of you. So take care, everybody. We'll see you Wednesday with another video, and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central, live Coffee with Chaos. Take care, everybody. Bye.